Hello Scorpios, and welcome to your weekly Zodiac reading. My name is Jessica. Before we get started in your reading, I do have a few announcements to make for my channel that I'm really excited to share with you. I'm going to be changing some things up a bit, and so I am going to be doing weekly Zodiacs for every one of the Zodiac signs so that you can fully check out your sun, moon, and rising, and as well as if you are cross-watching to any of the zodiacs that are assigned to the ones you love. As well as I am going to be doing a goddess reading, but not daily, only a weekly for the overall energy, as well as adding the God reading for the masculine energies. I just really felt that that was missing, and I just was being pulled to it, so getting it created. And finally, we are going to be doing a pick a card reading so that you can navigate into creating a little bit more of a personalized reading for you, the ones that you are drawn to. Those are the ones that will have messages in them for you specifically, and they could be any genre, really. It just depends on what the message is. I am focusing on and directing more towards love, broken heart, as well as abundance. Those always come through. Those are so closely connected, our love and our pentacles. So look for those. I'm really excited to share them with you, and I really do hope that they serve you in your healing journey. So let's get right to your reading. We're going to tap into the overall energy. I've already cleared my cards, so we are set to go and just get them. That one is popping out to me right there on the top. So lost love, surrender, healing, and release. So that will be your overall energy for the week. We're going to have a few headings, and then I will clarify with tarot. So the next one is your higher self or your future self. What messages are coming in this week for you? The wild hunt. I love this. Excitement, frenzy, and journey. All right, so that's the messages from your higher self or future self. And then this one is your guides, your angels, your demons, your gods, goddesses, your devil. No, not two of them, but I am feeling one of those. That one, opening heart. Yes, that definitely is the one. Deep connections, water blessings, and of course, being Scorpio, that makes a lot of sense. Finally, but not least, is an underlying current of a message, something that either you don't want to acknowledge, or you haven't seen, or you think you haven't seen. This is a message that's just something that is there that gets to have, no, it's this one. Brought to attention. So this one is retirement. So interesting. So let's see what that could be, because it doesn't necessarily mean retirement in a monetary way. It could be an ending of a cycle. So let's define this more with tarot and see if it is pentacles. But as far as lost love, I am feeling that energy is, there's some things that need to be healed there. So you've got the World card right up front, which is beautiful. So surrender and healing and release. Two of Cups, of course, it is love. And, or is it? No, these are really wanting to jump. That one, Ten of Pentacles. All right, and your higher or future self? There's a wild hunt, excitement, frenzy, and journey. What messages? Queen of Swords, bottom. Five of Pentacles. Okay, and then on the top again, Ten of Wands. So there's a little bit of some heavy energy that's coming through, and so this is where she is coming in to guide you to move forward and how to do that. So your guides are telling you with the Queen of Cups, Wheel of Fortune, love this, and the Eight of Cups. All right, so what's lying underneath this one? Justice, Six of Wands, and the Magician. Perfect. Love this. Okay, so the overall energy of this is definitely healing a part of our hearts that is aching. And so in order to move into this energy, there is encouraging you for surrender to it. Love is a very beautiful energy, and lost love is one of those things that we truly never lose them. They say love is like snowflakes. Each one is unique and never the same as the next one. So I believe the message is, and what I'm hearing is, not only to surrender to it, but in order to heal it, we've got to release it. We've got to release it for what it was. And the energy of being able to do that is truly embodying the cyclical nature of our world. And that we fall in love, we lose love, we fall in love, we lose love. And even with relationships that are intact and they last a lifetime, they have their ebbs and flows, right? And there is always learning and growing and doing it better. And so there's always, like, we lose, even with those long-lasting relationships, we lose the limerence. We never go back in relationships. So there's even loss in that limerence, that they'll never be the same. The hope is, though, that we move forward in constantly with offering our full cups to each other, so that we can have an offering of love, of growth, and healing, and the journey together, right? That companionship through life. And how we do that is letting go of what was and stepping into the new way of being. And we are always evolving. We are always releasing what was. And that is truly the energy of relationships, is to push ourselves in each other, into our own expansion of growth. And with the Ten of Pentacles here, this is something that is lasting. This is really stepping into when we let go of the way things were and surrender to it, is where the healing process really begins. And then we open up that world energy and the Ten of Pentacles energy of really creating the lives we want. And because there's always renew, there's a lot of times that people are so stuck on the initial beginning of the way things were. Well, that's not how relationships work. They are always evolving and changing and growing, and it is this constant renewal of it. And whether the relationship has ended or you're in a relationship, it is constantly transforming. That limerence, the ability to move into something deeper. I mean, I'm seeing that ocean here. She's on that ocean, and with that moon, it's showing cycles and it's showing depth. And love truly is a journey of going deeper. It's learning more, and that's what love relationships do, is in that partnership with each other. This Two of Cups is, we are in the journey of love. We are pushing and showing each other ourselves, and we can choose the expansion of the journey of moving to different depths with each other, or we're in resistance of staying the same. And usually, that's what happens in relationships, is that we meet each other on equal energetic ground, and then as we grow and we face each other, and our wounds come up, we have the choice to heal them ourselves, and in turn we can heal also the relationship by choosing to grow. Or one vibrates out and one goes in a different direction, and it was a reason, a season, or a lifetime, and it was a reason for that expansion. Whether or not it's a lifetime, that is when someone stands and says, yeah, that didn't work, and now I choose to heal that part of myself and do it better. And I'm willing to stand with you in that journey. And let's go to therapy. Let's read the books. Let's go to personal development. Let's do the things that are required for individual growth, for the growth of the connection. That is how we surrender and release and we heal and we grow into the depths of love. And our higher self, that our future self, is really inspiring us to get into that excitement and frenzy of the journey, that those ebbs and flows are part of it. And a lot of times this is the warning, that we can really feel that we're out in the cold because perhaps love has broken apart, or it's not what it once was. And that's where your higher self is encouraging you that that's the illusion. We're not separated from love. Those church lights are on. We're never alone, even though that's the illusion. And when we don't see that love is this constant peaks and valleys and movement and moving forward, and we don't see that those relationships that didn't work, we see them as ourselves as victims of them, that's burdensome, and that doesn't work, because that's not the truth. The truth is that when we tap into this Queen of Swords energy, then we truly are masters of what we want to create with compassion, and we're not left out in the cold. We have the choice to be able to embrace the journey and our journey and our heartbreaks, to see with them for what they are. And that is the push that really does maneuver us into the expansion of ourselves. That's what love does. That's why love is such a huge part of our journey, is that's usually, if our other relationships don't push us as hard as love does for change. And we're always in choice of whether or not we're going to use those experiences for growth, or if we're going to use them as experiences to really have this I've been left out in the cold. It's an energy. This is a scary energy. This is a scary card. This is a big warning. This is, you don't know what you don't know. And it's really staying small in our deciding to be victims of heartbreak or our circumstance, rather than the expansion of stepping into the excitement and the frenzy of life. That this is the ebb and flow. This is the contrast that will push us into who we truly are, and that is our divinity. So with that caution, that huge caution of going, you don't know what you don't know. Stay open. What am I missing? These are the questions to ask the universe. What are my limiting beliefs that are in my way, so that I can really be this Queen of Swords energy in creating the life I want, in that harmonious, loving energy, and being into that world. So your guides and all of that basket, that woven basket of all of the energies, are asking you to really open that heart to deep connections and tap in. And that goes back into that water energy. We're Scorpio, so my rising is Scorpio, so this is how you see me. So but that rising sign of that, and then my sun sign is Cancer, so water is really tap into your signs of grounding into those energies and seeing the message in it. When we dive into the depths of the ocean and the waters of this beautiful love and emotions and feelings, and we get clear on our ability to have mastery and emotional intelligence, then really we can be the captains of our ship, right? And that's where we create that Wheel of Fortune. You've got the Wheel of Fortune and the world here. This is huge. This is saying you have everything that it takes to really step into the life you want to create. And it is going to take the Eight of Cups energy of walking away from feelings and emotions. Yes, let them pass through you and then walk away. It's time to create something new and not just be stuck and wallowing in them and ruminating in stories and in victim stories that don't work anymore. We can get so caught up in the victim of our life rather being the true creators, our queen, the king, the goddess, the god of our life, the divinity of our life. And what it takes, and what I'm seeing here, so the retirement that I'm feeling is that if you are feeling like that you need to set some things aside for retirement, and that is a pentacle thing, absolutely. If you're not looking at that, if that's your message, you know that it's time for you to create balance in your life and nest egg for your future. Okay. But to go back to the retirement of things that aren't working, that goes right with this Eight of Cups energy. It's time to walk away from things that aren't serving us. It's time to really tap into justice, balance. This is something that balance is key. Speaking your truth is key. Moving on is key. And then the recognition of all your hard work, it's there. And if this goes back to Pentacles and an actual nest egg for your future, that's where this comes in, this recognition of all of your hard work of doing that. And if you've already done that, you've already started that, that's wonderful. If you are having doubts with this energy of your Five of Pentacles, of that, oh, I just can't do that, no matter if it's love or money, the Magician's here to tell you different. You have the ability to really tap into your magical self and get excited about the world in which you are creating. You've got the Magician, you've got the Wheel of Fortune, you've got the World card here. You've got all of these energies absolutely supporting you, Scorpio, of what you choose to create. What's required is balance, getting out of your victim story, going deep into love, whether that's deep into the love of yourself, so that you can reflect that to others. Remember, how we love ourselves is how we love others. That is the set point. And that we don't love anyone more than we love ourselves. We can't do it. It just doesn't happen. Now, can we bankrupt ourselves? Yes. But that's not really loving ourselves, is it? So that reflection is right there. We're not, it's everything must be in balance. And that's why, even in all my readings of goddess energy, and God energy is divine masculine, divine feminine energy is balance. And if we're not balancing our energies, we are not creating in a way with harmony. We don't have enough focus, we don't have enough action, and that's where justice here is really encouraging you to balance some things out. And if this goes back to your money issues, if this is money for you, then are we spending more than we should? This beautiful Leo energy is so great, but it has a tendency of getting a lot of people into trouble with some spending. And so go back into reevaluating of what's working and create some harmony in your life of that balance. Pentacles, or your money, and love is we define a lot of our world with those two energies of the success of it, our love or our money. And sometimes it's really our belief system of, oh, well, I can have money, but I can't have love, or I can have love, but I can't have money. We really need to look at these things because it's not true. Get out of your way of your limiting belief systems and really take charge. Get into your goddess energy and your God energy of moving forward. You are the magician of your life. So I hope, Scorpio, that you enjoyed your reading for this week, and I look forward to next week and seeing what we get to create together and what messages are for you. I am excited too with my new format, so please like, subscribe, and of course comment. I love all the comments, they're awesome. So I will see you next week, and we'll see you then. Take care.